So here's another quick one about the skeleton or the bones of the human body, okay, an introduction to the anatomy. Again, if you want to know, like we just talked about the muscles, you need to understand how the bones are described in the human body. So the ancient Greeks and the Romans, again, did dissections of the body, and they named the bones after their sort of things that they saw in their locality during that time period. So if I grab hold of a leg, okay, and in anatomy, anything from the knee, or the thing from the knee to the ankle is called the leg, okay, from the knee to the hip is called the thigh in anatomy, okay. And if I grab this leg and we look at it, okay, and just looking at the leg, these two bones here, the fibula and the tibia, what does it look like? Okay, in our world, what does it look like? Okay, now in a lot of lectures that I've given before, people have said, well, it looks a little bit like a bow for a violin, okay? And you could call it the bow, I suppose. And some people said it looks like a giant safety pin, which it does, I suppose, it does, yes. And the Romans thought that too. And apparently the tibia and the fibula were the two parts of a clasp that they used to clasp their cloaks together, and hence that's how it got its name, all right? So we don't need that anymore. In the pelvis, okay, we've got a little hole here, and that's called the acetabulum, okay? The acetabulum. And again, if we look at the word again, the word is, the grounding of the word, or the origin of the word is something called study of etymology, okay, the study of words. And if we look at the acetabulum, and I'll write that out, acetabulum, double U there, okay, and we look at the word and we think, what does that remind us of? So aceto. So anybody who likes their fish and chips will have had acetic acid, okay, acetic acid, which is vinegar, basically, on their fish and chips, all right? And bulum, if you really think about it, it actually sounds a little bit like it. It's a bowl, okay? So the acetabulum is, in Latin, is vinegar bowl, okay? And what happens is the Roman soldiers, whilst they were crucifying Jesus on the cross, would sit at the bottom and dip their bread in their olive oil in the acetabulum of a goat, okay? So the vinegar bowl, they created a vinegar bowl, and that's how they named the acetabulum in the pelvis. Okay, so a couple of little stories, little ditties to help you understand the skeleton. We'll talk more about the bones at another stage, but just to get your brains thinking about how this beautiful, amazing bit of kit that we've got as humans is named.